Hello everybody. Good evening, if anyone's there. I'm live. It's Dr. Paul. It's quiz time. Right now, I don't know if there's anybody there, so if you say hello, that helps. Just put a word in the chat so I can see that you're here. We're going to start a quiz very, very soon. Monday night quiz for your pleasure. If you're lucky, you can win treasure. I've got a ruler over there. I use it to measure. This is work for me, but for you, it's leisure. Well, hello. Hello, Raymond. Hello, Gary. How you all doing? Nice to have you in ahead of time. It's 3 minutes to 7. How's your Monday been? I got a crazy week this week. I got loads of Zoom quizzes lined up this week. So actually I didn't have any today, but I've got a couple tomorrow, a couple Wednesday, a couple on Thursday, a couple on Friday. So I'll be doing quizzes all during the day. The rest of the week. This is the week that everybody wanted a Zoom quiz. Zoom! Because next week's Christmas. So they got, oh, let's have it a week before Christmas, not actual Christmas. So I don't know. How does it work? Is anybody working at home? And how does Christmas work? I mean, you're at home anyway. Do you get like a day that you don't have to turn up? Aye. Yeah, it's quite good news. Yeah, I ended up selling, I don't know, about 10 quizzes, which has pulled me back from the brink of financial absolute disaster. Back to a point where it's like, maybe die next month, you know? But looking forward to everybody lining up, getting our vaccinations, getting the pubs back open. Make some pub money. I will keep doing this, by the way. I will be doing pubs and online once the pubs are back up and running. Yeah, it was good news for me to get a few Zoom quizzes though. Hello Robin, hello Tate, hello Gary, hello Raymond, hello Noodle Doodles, one of our top teams on a regular basis. Look at the wheel spinning around. That was from Friday. That was the names that were left on the wheel at the end of Friday. If you have just joined us, then that thing over there, the wheel, that's where you want to get tonight. You want to be on there by the end of the quiz, because we're going to spin the wheel for prizes. So how does it work normally? Do you have to like log in and pretend to be there? Type out, record that you're there. Does it work that way? I just go again. The work with it. Still hold out. Sorry, folks. See, I can't hear that. You know, you got to tell me. Let's put that volume down and then resume that. Yeah, okay. I've sorted it. Sorry, I didn't know. Yes, it would be better because I've turned it right down to minus 32. Right. So that's probably just blah, 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 blah. Couldn't hear a word I was saying. I was just saying that everything's great. That's all I said. Hello, Denise. Right, so let's get started. What is it? It's exactly 7 o'clock. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Dr. Paul. I'm your quiz master. And we're about to do a pub quiz, Monday night pub quiz. It's really, really easy. If you've not been here before, it's dead easy. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. What you're aiming to do by the end of the quiz is get your name on the wheel over there. The spinning wheel of names. The wheel of win. The win? The wheel of win. All right. Hello, everybody. All right. because I'll spin the wheel at 8:30 for prizes. The main quiz, though, is just questions. You write down answers and you mark yourself at the end of each round. So don't worry about that. Oh, look, there's me. I'm quite big. Here's all right. Kind of Don Johnson look today, you know, I've got pastel colours. I've just been out busting cocaine rings and stuff like that around about the Wardy Trinity area. That's not true. I went to the post office. That was it. Today. Okay, what am I going to... Oh, yeah, get the quiz on. There's a good idea. I realised that my hair might look like a wig. Wait, at this exact moment. It's kind of sits like a wig, but that's the real thing. Believe me. It's good hair. For a guy my age, it's good hair. Good hair. Give us a share. Sharing is caring. Quizzing is daring. Look at the beautiful bunny rabbits. If you like bunny rabbits, please share the quiz. All right, hit the share button right now. Plus, it's worth 1 point to your score. Now, let me explain for those of you who have not been here before how to play the quiz. It's really, really simple. I'm going to ask you a load of rounds of questions. By the way, I take it you can hear me okay. Yeah, that sound all right? Let me know if not. Answer the questions as we go. There's usually 5 questions per round. You just write them down. And then after each round, I shall give you the answers for the round. You mark yourself, all right? It's usually out of 10 altogether. And don't put answers in the chat. That's the main thing, right? Don't put answers over there or wherever it appears for you, sometimes down there. Don't put answers in the chat as people are trying to answer, because folk are just trying to answer. There is no prize for top score at the quiz, so you can tell me that you get 10 out of 10 every round if you want. Doesn't make much difference, just for fun, but I will get you to upload your scores at the end of the quiz. These are the scores from Friday. I am Smarticus. Fabian Society are right up at the top there. Scumbag College, good night for them, 75 points. Chameleons on 75 as well. Lorna and Marion, consistently high scores, consistently value for money. Lorna and Marion, 72 points. Jono on 72, that's Mr. Doyle. Peaky Pfeiffer's on 72, Lumpy Gravy on 71. So they get a full knife, fork, and spoon. Teams in the middle, just a fork. And the teams at the bottom there, only allowed to use your fingers for dinner. All right. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's the schedule at the moment. 7 o'clock right here on YouTube. Please subscribe. Hire me for a Zoom quiz. I'm all booked up this week, but a couple of slots next week. And it doesn't have to be a company one. I'm doing one for Mr. Mackey. It could be personal too. Deadpool. Get your entries in for January. Just quickly give you the link for that now. It doesn't crop up again. Nobody had Barbara Windsor. Who else popped off at the weekend? There was a few, wasn't there? John Le Carre. Actually, I wonder if somebody had John Le Carre. I'll have to have a look later. I haven't looked. Whoa! Hey, it's happy birthday to Gary Palmer. Aye, you'll add +1 to your points. Superb. Happy birthday, Gary. Right. Where are we? It's 5 past. Come on, I'm trying to get it started by 5 past. Try to hit the first question at 5 past. You know, I'm ratting away. You can win beer tonight from Cross Borders, best brewery in Scotland. Look at all their booze. There's some previous winners. Happy. Could be you. Even if you don't win, you can get a 10% discount at their website. Another sponsor tonight is bawjaws.com, the rudest fridge poetry in Scotland. You can win a packet of that later on. A couple of birthdays as well. Look, Roddy's birthday as well. Roddy and Gary. Right. Happy birthday. Maybe more of a fuss of that in a minute when we get to the birthday bit. Right, okay. Same letter round. The concept for this round is that all of the answers begin with the same letter of the alphabet. So here we go. This is the question starting now. Question number 1. What fruit is known in Spanish as pomelo? Pomelo. That's the Spanish word for which fruit? Mr. Doyle saying Barbara Windsor. Yeah, she was in the middle of last week. No, nobody had her. In which classic film, question number 2, does a character named Scarlett O'Hara say, "I'll never be hungry again"? And that was a classic film from 1939. All right. Classic film from 1939. A character called Scarlett O'Hara says, "I'll never be hungry again." What is the film? Classic film, very famous film. Number 3, in the same letter round. All the answers start with the same letter. Which American rock band have had several #1 albums in the UK charts, including American Idiot in 2004, 21st Century Breakdown in 2009, and Revolution Radio in 2016? All right, so 3 different albums, and they've all been #1. Name the band. It's an American band, classified as rock, usually. So American Idiot 2004, 21st Century Breakdown 2009, and Revolution Radio 2016. Name the band. Number 4, in the same letter round. Which area of the Scottish Highlands gives its name to an incident in 1692 where the Campbells massacred the MacDonalds? All right, a famous deception and massacre. The Campbells massacred the MacDonalds, but whereabout did they do it? It gives its name to the massacre. In the West Highlands of Scotland. And number 5, Jedward. You remember Jedward? What is their surname? All right. Is it John and Edward or James and Edward? Anyway, twins, yeah. What was the surname of the twins who became famous on the 2009 series of The X Factor as Jedward? And they also did Eurovision twice, by the way. For Ireland, of course. But what is their surname? Can you remember their surname? A bit of a shot in the dark if you don't know it. Hopefully you've got the letter, so you can at least hazard a guess. Okay. Now, that's all your questions for the first round. I'll just quickly replay these questions one more time. And let me know if you're ready so I know when to move on. So, pomelo in Spanish. What fruit is that? I'll Never Be Hungry Again. Scarlett O'Hara. Name the film. 1939 classic film, famous film. Number 3, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, and Revolution Radio. All #1 albums. For which American band? So a very successful band. All these answers start with the same letter. Number 4, Campbell's massacred the McDonald's. What was the name of that massacre? It's named after the place where it happened. And number 5, what was the surname of the Jedward boys? You tell me if you're ready. Okay, so Mr. Doyle is first to be ready today. Thank you very much. John's ready. Simon's ready. Thank you very much. Mr. Mackey is ready. Okay. Janie's ready. Scumbags are ready. Hugh Lewis and the Clues are ready. It's Dave from Albuquerque. Brackets, Germany. You still in Germany, Dave? How's it looking? I mean, Germany, they get proper snow, don't they? Tough round. Yeah, was it? I think it was actually a tough round, Bill. Tougher than usual for the first round, I think. Okay, let's get you the answers. So you've got 5 answers now. And they should all start with the same letter. Here come the answers. All right, you scored 2 points for a correct answer. So did you get the letter, by the way? Letter G. I think it was a tough round. I think it is possible that someone might not have got the letter, but I usually want to make sure that everyone gets the letter. But tonight's one of those nights where somebody might sneak through without getting the letter. Anyway, letter G. Here we go. Pomelo, Spanish. It's a grapefruit. Yeah, grapefruit is correct for number 1. You get 2 points for a correct answer. Number 2, Scarlett O'Hara. I'll never be hungry again. That's what I said the other day after, again, a fish supper from the Gold Sea. It was huge. I'll never be hungry again. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. Famous film. There she is, phoning the Gold Sea. Number 3, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown and Revolution Radio. That's all music by Green Day. Marion is saying that I hope Roddy is not too upset by question number 4. All right. Yeah, McD. Well, it might be McDougal. I don't know. I think it is McDonald, isn't it? Anyway, the Campbells totally knocked crap out of McDonald's, stayed at their house, and then got up in the middle of the night and killed them all. It was Glencoe, the massacre of Glencoe. We had half the answer for number 1, grape. Any points? No, absolutely not. No way. That's insane. That's like saying, it's like you put in the answer York, and it turns out to be New York, which is a completely different thing. You know what I mean? Where are the Beastie Boys from? York. Nah, they're not from York. You don't get a point for that. You don't get a point for grape. It's 2 completely different fruits. No. And number 5. Oh, look. I found this. This is great, isn't it? It makes it look like a sort of cozy Christmas card massacre. And the last one there, number 5, Jedward. Now, it's very difficult if you don't know it. It's Grimes. The Grimes. That's what they're called. So, scoring 10 points if you get all the questions right. 2 points for each question. Quite difficult tonight, first round. But you add 2 points on if somebody on your team is a subscriber to Dr. Paul YouTube. Make sure you do that right now. If you're not already a subscriber, gets you 2 points. Add 1 point if somebody shares the quiz. Somebody actively hits that button, shares to social media and says, look, I'm doing this great quiz. You should do it too. You get +1 for that. And you also add +1 if it's your birthday. So whose birthday is it? It's Gary's birthday, isn't it? And it's Roddy as well, I think. Is that right? Did I remember that right? Happy you. Gary and Roddy. Yay. Happy birthday. That's all the answers for round 1. Yeah, it's a difficult one to guess, the Jedward one. Not easy to guess if you don't know it. Grant is a perfectly reasonable guess. Gormless is a perfectly reasonable guess. Half my family's Campbell, half that is McDonald's. Bet you all have fun at Christmas. Reenacting the massacre. Grimshaw. See, that's closer than that grapefruit answer, because it's like got the first Grimshaw must be related to Grimes, like etymologically, you know. But still, I don't think a point for that. We got 11, but we feel that knowing number 5 should count against you. That's because you're a snob, Dave. One for the punters, not for you intellectuals like you, Dave. Sometimes there's questions about international affairs and geography and stuff like that, and you're like, hey, this is easy. See, that's unfair. Sometimes there's stuff about Jedward. Swings and roundabouts, you know. Right, anyway, picture round. Let's go straight on to the picture round. Goddess. Number 1, what is the name of this Roman goddess? The clue is that she has the same name as a leading brand of margarine. What's her name? There she is. Hanging out. Looks like a kind of forest scene. There's a tree there. There's various nymphs and angels, fairies cutting about. Everyone's having a great time. But what's the name of that goddess? She has the same name as a brand of margarine. All right. See, you can go better than that. Half my family are Johnsons and the others are Macron. What, like as in Emmanuel Macron, as in the French. Number 2, have a look at this trophy. This trophy is awarded by the BBC to an individual every year in a televised ceremony, usually in December. What is the award for? Okay, that's question number 2. This trophy is handed out by the BBC every year, usually in December. Must be coming up. Maybe it's just been, I don't know. Usually around now anyway. And what is the award for? Okay, that's question number 2. It's nice to see you getting into the finer points of fruit in the arguments. We should talk about fruit more. Right, Auric Besh. What does this? Where does this fictional alphabet come from? It's called Auric Besh, after the first 2 letters there. You see them? But where does it come from? Is it Star Wars, Star Trek, or Game of Thrones? Everything's a hybrid, isn't it? You and me are hybrids. I mean, did we all know it used to be rats or something like that? A million years ago. I don't know. I ain't no Edinburgh. I ain't no Darwin. But I think we all used to be rats. Number 4, playing a German. Englishman playing a German. Name the English actor and the film. So 2 points here. 1 point for his name and 1 point for the name of the film. 1976 war film. So set in the Second World War, but made in the 70s. And there's a very popular English actor, but dressed as a German. So what's the film? Can you think what the film is? 1 point if you just get his name. Number 5, motor vehicles, cars. What year was this particular model of car manufactured? For the first time, plus or minus 3 years, okay? I wouldn't worry too much about the registration plate. That could be wrong, but you know what I mean? Because I'm sure they would have made them for a few years. But when was it first made? When did this exact model of car first roll off the production line? So if you get 3 years out, you get the points. 3 years plus or 3 years minus, you get the points. If you're 4 years out, no points. So have a guess. Guess an exact year. All right. Okay. Let's just flick over these one more time and then I'll give you the answers. Thank you, Louisa. Roman goddess with the name like a margarine. BBC trophy awarded every December. What's the award for? Number 2, does this fictional alphabet come from Star Wars, Star Trek, Game of Thrones? Bill's asking me why is there a question mark at the end of Game of Thrones typo? I suppose it is. You're not getting on the wheel for that, but you can have a point, right? It shouldn't be there for tidiness, but it doesn't really. It's not a damaging typo like some of my typos. Playing a German, name the English actor and this 1976 war film. Right, okay. 1 point for each of these. So 1 point for Michael Caine as the actor, and yeah, did I not put the answer up? Gosh, I'm telling you the answers now. Right, let's get on with it. I've got confused. Halfway through that, I thought I was doing the answers right. Leading brand of margarine. We'll go straight to the answers here. If you're not ready, be ready. It's Flora, right? Flora. Nothing to do with how easily she spreads. It's just she's the goddess of flowers and whatnot. Number 2 is the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Award. 2 points for that. The fictional alphabet with the bonus question mark. It's called Auric Besh, and it comes from Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. You see that written on the walls in the Star Wars universe. I already told you half the answers here. It's Michael Caine for 1 point, and the other point is the eagle has landed. Right, here's a quick. I haven't got anyone on the wheel yet. Let's do a bonus question. Who are they trying to kidnap or kill in that film? What's the mission of the Germans in that film? What they try to do? They're trying to capture or kill a particular person. Who is it? First person to put this in the comments gets on the wheel. Correct. It is Mr. Winston Churchill. Who was first? It was O'Cats. Yay! That's right. So, yeah, Michael Caine leads a team of horrendous Nazis, bad old Germans, and they parachute into Norfolk. This is in the days before Alan Partridge, and then they try to find Winston Churchill to either kidnap or kill him. I can't remember which, but it's Churchill they're after. He is, right. And the last one, the car. Now, you know it's a Ford Cortina Mark III, of course, but it's, do you know the year? It's 1972. So if you said anything between 1969 or 1975, you got the points. I reckon quite a lot of people did know it, to be honest. So. I actually looked this up, Marion, and I found both different things in two different places, so don't get a bonus for that. I settled on Auric Besh because that's the first two letters. You see it if you can see. Quite small, but Auric and Besh are the first two. I think Wikipedia said Auric Besh. Someone else said Aura Besh. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But, there's the answers anyway. Flora, BBC Sports Personality of the Year, Star Wars, The Eagle has landed 1972. So anything between 69 and 75. We had one of those cars growing up, but it was well into the 80s by the time we got one. And it was purple. Pretty cool. I hate cars, but that was cool. Snobby Lewis and the Clues. 10 out of 10 in that round. Nice one. Let me just look. Wikipedia tends to be my main source of. We're calling it Orbesh. This is what I originally had. I changed it to Auric Besh because I'm sure I saw it written down Auric Besh somewhere. You know what? I don't know why I changed it. I must have seen it somewhere. But right here on Wikipedia is what I originally had. So yeah, fair enough. Marion, I'll put you on the wheel. Give yourself a point. Okay. Fair. 10 for the scumbags, 10 for Denise. Spot on for the year. Nice work. I know. That was a low-class joke from me, and I don't like myself for making that joke. But I made it, you know. Wikipedia says Orabesh. Now, I actually, at this point, don't know if you're joking. I fully expect there to be a Star Wars site called Wikipedia. Is that right? Or is that just a joke? I actually don't know. Janie got a poor 3. Disasters. 5 for Das team. Said the BAFTAs. Nah, it's not BAFTAs. BAFTAs is given out by the BAFTA. Got nothing to do with the BBC. British Academy of Film and Television Arts. It's frequently talked about this, how the people who win this don't particularly often sometimes necessarily have a what you would call a developed personality. That's because they're professional sports people and they just concentrate on winning and doing what you have to do, and that doesn't leave any time for getting drunk and having chat. So yeah, they do tend to be sort of slightly more boring people. Hey, tell you what, I've got a bonus question to get you on the wheel. Who won the Sports Personality of the Year in the 80s, which is, I think, the only time that it wasn't a single person. It was two people. They gave it to two people. Usually the BBC Sports Personality of the Year is given to one person. But in the 80s, they gave it to a pair of people, two people. Who were they? And I think that's the only time it's happened. Yeah, you're correct. I gave you the extra clue of the 80s just because I'm not quite sure if it's been done again recently, but what? Tortilla andiamo. I'm pretty sure Alison was trying to type Torval and Dean, so I'm going to put Alison on the wheel for that one. Tortilla and Dean. And Dean. Tortilla. That's like a crazy sketch. Tortilla and Dean. The ice dance partnership the world deserves. Fantastic, the old Torval and Dean. Nah, not Cannonball. Not Helen Pace. Although one of them's got very good pace. The Mexican wrestling duo, yeah, Tortilla and Dean. Knock shit out for each other to the bolero. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's move on. Oh, sound round. Time for the sound round. I have a straightforward music round for you tonight. Making sure Alison's on the wheel properly. There we go. Right. So have a look at this list. I'm going to play 5 bits of music. You have to decide which 5 artists you are hearing. Okay. So, oops. This isn't the music round yet. This is just the background music. I'll get rid of that and I shall get on to the music round. Now, I think I've got the right one here. Pretty sure I've got the right one. I've got 2 with very similar numbers and I can't. That's good. Winning duo. Pardon me. Right, okay. Here we go. Here comes tonight's music round. Just pick out the 5 artists that you can hear in this music round.
Please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say that'll make you come my way? Your grace, so take it away. Your grace, your grace, your grace, so take it away. On the verge of almost bleeding you out.
Oh yeah, all day, and nighttime yours, leave me never. The only time I feel alright is by your side. Now I want to be with you all of the time, all day and all of the night.
I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. I wanna dance. I wanna get down tonight. I wanna get down, 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 get down tonight.
Make love, get down tonight, get down tonight.
Well, thank goodness for number 5 there. It's not often that there's some outright bad music in the music round, but number 4 was an absolute stinker there. Thank goodness for number 5, pulling it back up at the end. Right, I'm going to play them one more time, just in case you didn't hear them all. Let me know if you're ready. Don't put any answers in the chat, but let me know if you're ready. Here they are one more time. All the answers are over on the list. Here comes tonight's music round one more time.
Please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say that'll make
on the verge of almost bleeding you out. Oh yeah, all day and night time yours, leave me never.
Doesn't help, does it?
The only time I feel alright is by your side. Now I want to be with you all of the time, all day and all of the night.
I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. I wanna dance. I wanna get down tonight. I wanna get down, 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 get down tonight.
Make love, get down tonight, get down tonight.
Ah. Let's say thank God for number 5. Right, okay. One or two people told me already, not everybody, but let's move on. Okay. I think you're all just being a bit shy and quiet tonight. That's why you're not saying that you're ready. Or it might be one of those little moments where everyone's typed ready and it takes a few moments to come through the system. So I think you're all ready. Let's get on with it. Here come the answers. So the first one was Duran Duran. Yeah. Cracker. Like just about every Duran Duran song, an absolute stormer. Number 2, I personally don't get Lewis Capaldi, but very popular. Two points anyway for Lewis Capaldi. A big deal these days. Not my favourite, but the Kings, straightforward, proper old-fashioned banger. No mucking about there. Loads of great Kings songs. All Saints. It's the real bottom of the barrel, you know what I mean? I remember when All Saints came out, and the marketing conceit was like, they're a bit like the Spice Girls, but they're more posh and they're better at singing. And it's like, that's just a stinker. And number 5, Bamboo. One-hit wonder. It's probably by someone who's like produced 100 one-hit wonders, you know what I mean? Right, get a name on the wheel if you can name Bamboo's song. Right? The one that was there. The one that we were playing. Play it.
I wanna dance.
Nah, it's not called Get Down.
I wanna dance.
Nah, not Under the Bridge. That's the rubbish one. That's the All Saints one. Now I want to know what this one is. What's this one? Hey, that's it.
I wanna get down.
Bam Boogie.
I wanna dance.
Bam Boogie by Bamboo. An absolute high point of 1998. Right, well done, Mr. Tate. It is Mr. Tate. Let's get you on the wheel. Bam Boogie by Bamboo. You're on the wheel. Okay, let's set yourselves up for a one-hit wonder. But I think it's one of these producer jobs, Dr. Caesar's Palace MD, where, let's see, who is it by short-lived British house production act Bamboo. So producer Andrew Livingston. Probably done loads of other stuff. Oh, Livingston also co-produced Take That's cover of Relight My Fire in 1993. So he did Relight My Fire and Bam Boogie. At least. Probably loads more stuff, you know. What did it get in the UK charts? It got to number 2. Number 2 in the UK charts. Great stuff. All right. I don't know why I'm getting slightly obsessed by that. But there you go. Let's move on. What we got next? We've got a little anagram for you. You've got 60 seconds to solve the anagram. I'll put the anagram up for you. You're looking for the name of a person. Don't shout out the answer to this one. Okay, this is just for yourself. Everyone gets 60 seconds to try and solve it, and you get 3 points if you manage to solve it within the 60 seconds. Here we go. Here's tonight's anagram. Or it will be in a second. There we go. Iron Josh's knob. So who's the person? You see the time counting down over there. 53 seconds. 50 seconds. Do your best to unscramble those letters. If you're the sort of person who gets upset by me talking during this because it really gets in the way of your thinking, feel free to mute me because I'm not going to give any clues. I don't think I'm going to give any clues about this one. Because I think it's fairly easy. So I'm not going to, sometimes if it's a difficult one, I start hitting you with some clues with 10 seconds to go. But not tonight. And I'm borne out here by lots of people saying, got it, got it, got it. Bedge, hello there. Has got it. Heats a mince, hello. Big and Natters. Got it as well. And Mr. Scanlon. Good evening. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1 second left, no seconds left. We are out of time. Let's have a looky dookie. It's 3 points if you got the right answer, which is Mr. Boris Johnson. There he is. Like a clown standing in a bucket of custard. That's what he always reminds me of. A clown standing in a bucket of custard. That's all I can think of. I know he's like being Foreign Secretary, Mayor of London and Prime Minister. These are all fairly serious jobs, but he just always reminds me of a clown standing in a bucket of custard. Boris Johnson. Got 3 S's. Too many S's? Oh, man. Boris Johnson. Yeah, you're right. Oh, well. Right. Did anyone not get the anagram because there was too many S's? Did you get it? If you got it despite there being too many S's, then you get the 3 points. Like someone stuck a mop on top of a blancmange. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely sort of wobbly pudding vibes coming off, and whether it's blancmange, semolina, custard, all that sort of stuff. If you failed to get it because there was too many, because you saw 3 S's and you go, it can't be Boris Johnson, give yourself 3 points anyway, if you thought Boris Johnson, because that is my mistake. You got it despite, you get 3 points as well. Fantastic. Now, who was the first one to say too many S's? It was Alison, Noodle Diddle. So you're on the wheel for a second time, because as ever, first person to spot a mistake gets on the wheel. So that's 2 for you. You were 2 comments ahead of Louisa, who was just there, but just a little too late. Well done, Alison. Right, let's move on. Put Raymond on the wheel. What for? What did Raymond do? I mean, he might be ahead on your thing, but he's behind. Like the order I got was Alison, then Louisa, then Roddy, then Hazel, then Raymond. Right? Aye, Boris Johnson's Bobby. I certainly wasn't thinking of that, Gary. That wasn't my mental process. Let's move on before we start thinking of Boris Johnson's cock. Let's just move out of this area right now. Okay, so you ready? Here we go. It's the pick 5 round. Now, don't freak out. It's a football question. All right. Now, I know some of you can't stand football, don't know anything about football, don't know anything about football, get upset by football. Don't worry. Don't freak out. Just pick 5 answers, right? Because that's the beauty of multiple choice, is that you can go for things even though you don't know what you're doing. Let's face it, that's how most of us get through life. Okay. So the question here is, can you name which 5 of these football clubs have played in the top tier of English football. Now, we're talking about English League football since it was founded, which was 1888, maybe, round about then. 1880s, anyway, or 1870s, way back. And since then, 5 of these clubs have played in the top flight for at least one season. 4 of them have never been to the top flight. So you're trying to find the 5 that have been a top flight team at some time or another. Okay? And let me know when you think you've got 5 answers, and we'll get on to the correct answers. But that is the question. Yeah, some people enjoy the football, and it's a wee bonus for them. Because Bill has to put up with art questions that he hates. This is payback. The payback. Revenge. You know that James Brown song? It's great. Payback. Revenge. He just grunts. Just shouts and grunts. It's fantastic. Revenge. The payback. Just very funky.
Rap payback. Oh. Payback. Wow. Good man.
Imagine they had this kind of music piped at bus stops.
I know you heard Master G.
Public transport going through the roof. Everybody's banding their cars. Nobody's on the road anymore. Everybody on the bus.
Do it again.
Off the bus. On the bus. Although, to be honest, that's not the James Brown song I was thinking of. This is something else. 1980 Rap Payback. Right, okay, that's different. 27. Wait a minute. 23. Get 14. Full of junkies.
Payback thing, got to see.
The 14 is full of junkies, but sometimes it's quite good fun. Thank you, James Brown. Okay. Right, you're all ready. Everyone's ready. Nous sommes prêts. Let's do it. Pick 5. You got to pick the 5 right answers. 2 points for each correct answer. Do you know that it's impossible to get 0 in this round? Because even if you pick the 4 wrong answers, that still leaves you with 1. You can't do anything else except pick a correct one. So 2 is as low as you can go in this round. Let's see what happens. Which of these teams have, or clubs have competed in the top tier of English football? Number 1 is Oxford United. They were in the, what they call the first division. It's now the Premiership. I'm not going to bore you with the different names, but the top flight, that was in the 1980s, I think, was the last time they were up there. Bristol City. Now, I'm doing this off the top of my head, so I can't remember. I think they might have been the 70s last time they were in the top flight. Number 3, Ipswich Town. They were champion. They've won it once, I think, 1962. And they were also nearly champions in the early 80s, and I think they were back in the top flight in the 90s as well, or maybe the 2000s. So they've definitely been in a few times. And last time was... actually, I don't have that information. So, and number 4 is Carlisle United. All right, 1 season in the top flight during the mid-1970s. And the last one on this list who have been in the top flight is Wigan Athletic. They were in the Premier League for a fair chunk of the 2000s and the 2010s. Okay, there you go. That's 5 answers. That's right. Yeah, Robert Maxwell. He was the money man when Oxford were doing their thing in the 80s before he got drowned at sea. That's right. Yeah, that's true as well. They won the UEFA Cup. You're talking about Ipswich Town, early 80s, because they had Scottish players. They had John Wark and Alan Brazil as well, I think. Aye. Played for their weird psychopath custard clown bucket team that they have. They play on Tuesday mornings against other mentally unstable clowns covered in custard. 10 out of 10, lots of 10 out of 10s. UK Alliance got 10 out of 10. Noodle Doodles going hard away. Spejo get 8 out of 10. What'd you get wrong? Lumpy Gravy only got 6. 10 out of 10, all guesses. That's the way to play it, Mr. Doyle. Get yourself a lottery ticket this week. Put Peterborough. Yeah, never been top flight. I might have put Peterborough myself, actually, if I'd been answering that. Did he fall or was he pushed? We may never care. That's Robert Maxwell, of course. What was the name of the boat? There we go. There's to get you on the wheel. What was the name of the boat that Robert Maxwell drowned off? I'm gonna have to quickly look this up, but I think I know what the answer is. Collect all the money from the Mirror Pension Fund. Is a bastard. But what was the name of the boat? Yeah. His yacht. Yeah, that's right. Well done. Ghislaine. There it is. That's the... Raymond is the first one to get that right. A few if you got it right. Lady Ghislaine is the full name, but aye, that's the key bit. Ghislaine. We'll take that. Tell you what, Raymond's the first one to get it right, and O'Cats is the first one to get it completely right. So I'll put you both on the wheel. That's a nice compromise there. Lady Ghislaine was the name of the boat. He was in the Caribbean, I think. So, O'Cats all right on the wheel. So you're on the wheel again, and Raymond is on the wheel. There he is. Okay, good stuff. Let's move on. What is his wife? It might be the name of well, let's not get down to it. He might have named it after his wife, but I'll look that up later. Let's keep it moving just now. 10 to 8. We might just finish in time. All right, let's play Hangman. Was it the Canaries, was it? Oh, I was sorry, it was the Canary Islands. Yeah. Ah, well. Bye-bye, Mr. Maxwell. Right, give us some letters, folks. Bit shorter bits of paper. Oh, no, here's a bit of paper right now. Give us some letters for the Hangman. What you're trying to do tonight is find an 80s band. An 80s band, right. Okay, we've got GSEP RA. That's the first letters. So, see. I think Denise was actually first with an E. Let's try this E. Is there an E there? Yes, there is an E. And then Simon's given us a G. Is there a G? Yes, there is. What we got? We've got some guesses here. Depeche Mode. No, it's not Depeche Mode. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Culture Club is correct. Mr. Doyle, come on, you know. Hot fire. Look at that. Culture Club. Didn't even need more than one letter. Culture Club is correct. Do you really want to solve me? Do you really want to hang my man? Culture Club, yes. Jonathan Doyle is on the wheel. Good one. Right, that didn't take long, did it? Keep it moving. What? I've read that twice. I'm trying to read that twice really quickly, and I can't make sense of it. I was having a wee snooze in the van at work today, and free time of workmate put a tea bag in my mouth. Oh, I see. I was raging. Nobody treats me like a mug. Yeah. Well, the hangman thing. Well, I'm going to put you on the wheel, okay? Because you narrowly missed out on the wheel earlier, and that made me laugh. No one treats me like a mug, so Bill's on the wheel as well. You only get on the wheel for making me laugh once per night, right? No one else. That's it. First to do a decent joke gets on the wheel. Yeah. The last few hangmans have been absolutely absurd. Tate says he's off form tonight. He managed to solve one the other night with no letters in place. It was Tomorrow's World, the old TV show with Judith Hahn and Kieran Prendeville. And he just nailed it. Right, anyway, 50-50 round. Here we go. Marion. It's just a mug joke. It's nothing more sinister than that. Nothing to do with bollocks. Right, 50-50 round. Just pick the right answer. Irish. What colour is meant by the Irish Gaelic word darg? Now, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've looked up how to pronounce it. I think you pronounce it darg. Does that mean black or does it mean red? Okay. The Irish word darg. Does that mean black or red? When I first read it, I thought it said Darg. That's how I'd probably say it, but I looked it up. Darg is how they're saying it. And Denise, who is over there in Dublin, is saying that my pronunciation is correct. So thank you very much, Denise, for that. Darg. Okay, right. Number 2. Which part of the UK includes the Gower Peninsula, which is an area of outstanding natural beauty? Is it in England or is it in Wales? Gower Peninsula. Where is the Gower Peninsula? A lovely place. But is it in England or is it in Wales? That's question number 2. This is the 50-50 round. You just got to pick the right answer. That's all. Question number 3. Alexander Graham Bell opened a school in Boston, USA, back in 1872. For which kind of pupils? Is it pupils who are blind or pupils who are deaf? So Alexander Graham Bell, famous inventor, born right here in Edinburgh, but moved to America to do his business. And he opened a school in 1872 for who? Was it blind pupils or deaf pupils? That's question number 3. Number 4. When did The Karate Kid Part 2 come out in the cinemas? Was it the 1980s or was it the 1990s? All right, when was the release of Karate Kid Part 2? 80s or 90s? And the last question in the 50-50 round is a pop music one. Speaking of the 90s, who had the greatest number of top 10 hits in the UK singles chart during the 1990s? Was it Blur or was it Kylie Minogue? All right. So top 10 hits in the UK charts during the 90s. Who was top dog out of those two? Blur or Kylie? That is question number 5. Quick replay for this round, in case you missed any. The Irish word dark, is that black or red? Anarchist colours, but which one? The Gower Peninsula, England or Wales? Alexander Graham Bell's school in Boston, 1872, for blind kids or deaf kids? The Karate Kid Part 2, did it come out in the 80s or did it come out in the 90s? And the last one here, Blur or Kylie Minogue, who had the greater number of top 10 hits? Bear that in mind. Top 10, not top 40. I got a really, really difficult quiz book the other day at charity shop. Look at this. The Mensa quiz book. It's just too hard. I'll open it up and just do a random question here. Where was Archimedes living at the time of his death? I don't know. Too hard. But as always with these things, there's lots of good ideas for questions. Right. You all ready? That's good stuff. Aye, Greece. I don't think it's as simple as that, like being the Mensa quiz. I mean, it's a badly written question, isn't it? Another thing is it's bloody difficult to look up the answers because of the stupid way they do it. So I'll have to look that up at the end. Where was Archimedes living at the time of his death? Anyway, here we go. Here come the answers for 50-50. Right, number one. What colour is meant by the Irish word darg? It's red. Okay. I know. It's pretty fantastic wording as well, living at the time of his death. Egbert fasten darg. Egbert turns red. There you go. There's an example of the word being used. Sicily. I was going to say Sicily because he was, in Syracuse. But Dave said that further up. Intellectual Dave, who's just way above the the Jedward questions, but he knows Syracuse. See, takes all sorts. Takes everyone to make a village, right? Where's the Gower Peninsula? Gower Peninsula is in the south of Wales. All right, very nice. Look at that. Almost as nice as Scotland. That's an underrated comment. He was screwed. Nice. Alexander Graham Bell opened a school for the deaf. For 2 points. Karate Kid Part 2 came out in the 80s. It was, I'll give you the exact year, 1986. So only 2 years after the original, which was 84. So it was still the 80s. And who had the greatest number of top 10 hits during the 90s, Blur or Kylie? It was Blur. Yeah, all right. So there's the answers. Red, Wales, Deaf, the 80s, Blur. Mr. Doyle said he got the University Challenge quiz book. I would imagine that's pretty difficult. That show's built on like you get 1 or 2 right answers per show. It's the whole attraction. I think the Mensa thing's in the same league. I went through the first quiz in it, which was to do with ancient Rome. I think I might have got 2 right out of 15 or something. Thwarted by Kylie. Oh, man. Yeah, she's a temptress. Put me. I'm tiny little Kylie. I had loads of hits. Please put me for the answer. See, temptress. That's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dublin is Blackpool in Irish. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, do or dub. I don't know how you say it in Irish. Ski and do. It's the same in Scots Gaelic. Do, D-U-B-H, is black. We also put Kylie. Yeah. Aye, it looks like some of you knew the do is black. Good stuff. I don't think Kelly's from Manchester. No, I don't think she is. Oh, was I doing a Manchester voice? Right, okay. No. That was Australian, Louisa. Keep up. Right, double or bust. Here we go. All right, let me explain. Feels like everyone here knows how to do this, but just in case there's someone here who doesn't know what's going on, this is double or bust. Let me explain. This is the last round for the main part of the quiz. So after this round, I'll get you to upload your scores. But I need to explain the round. Double points available here. So you get 4 points for a right answer. That means you can get 20 points in this round, which is outstanding. Very exciting. But you run the risk of going bust, which is very, very frightening. All right. If you get 1 wrong answer in this round, then you get 0 points for the round. Nada. Nothing. To avoid getting bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to put an answer down. So it's only the ones that you put an answer down for. If you get one of those wrong, you bust. Leave a blank, you're okay. But if you put one down and get it right, you get 4 points. So you can get 20 points here. Ready? I know you're ready. Come on, let's go. Music again. Quite a bit of music tonight. Which British singer has released albums with the titles 19, 21, and 25, all of which have been chart toppers in the UK since 2008. So all those albums have been to #1 in the UK album charts. This is a British singer, and the albums have been called 19, 21, 25. First one came out in 2008. Who is the singer? That's question #1. Question #2. What name is given to the mountain range in the south of Wales? We're in South Wales again. Penny Fan being its highest peak, and it's also a designated national park. So it's the name of a national park. It's a range of mountains in South Wales, and the highest mountain there is Pen y Fan. Which what's the name of that range? Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Can I get a song in my head? Bam Boogie. #3. You'll know this one if you're Scottish. Which Winter Olympic sport uses equipment usually made out of granite that comes from a small Scottish island called Ailsa Craig? All right, there's an island called Ailsa Craig, and from that comes granite, and from that granite is made equipment for which winter sport, which is part of the Olympics? You know what I mean? I think that's an easy one. I think it's an easy one. I might be wrong. #4, more fun and games. Chess this time. Which black piece stands on the F8 square at the start of a game of chess? So the pieces are set up, ready to go. F, that's F for Freddy or F for Foxtrot. #8, F8. What piece is on F8? I was going to say, I wonder if the Heeds of Mints can see it from their place. Getting down that way. Old Ailsa Craig. #5, a little bit more difficult. What year did Rudyard Kipling become the first British writer to win the Nobel Prize in Literature? Now, to get the points for this one, you've got to get within 20 years of the right answer. So if you're 20 years out, you're okay. If you're 21 years out, you bust. So you have to decide which of these 5 you're going to answer. I noticed Bill was announcing balls out before even the questions came up. Balls out is, of course, the state where you put your balls out and you answer every question. But you don't have to go balls out. You can go for 2 or 3 or however many you want to go for. A recap here. #1, 19, 21, 25. Chart topping albums for who from 2008 onwards? Name the singer. #2, Penny Fan is the highest peak. What is the range of mountains called? It's got the same name as a national park. #3, Ailsa Craig gives us the equipment for which, gives us the granite to make the equipment for which Winter Olympic sport. F8, start of a game of chess, which black piece stands on that square. And what year did Rudyard Kipling get a Nobel Prize for Literature? All right. Get within 20 years, right? You tell me if you're ready. Just going to remind you that I do this for tips. I hope to get a tip from you. Because I work real hard to make this quiz ready. There's a couple of mistakes here and there, you know, but apart from that, it's usually pretty good. Good fun as well. If you think the quiz is worth a donation, then I'm delighted to get a donation. Anything. £2, that's fine. Tenner, that's great. See when people do that? Woof, nice. Thanks very much. As it stands, I think I've got about 2 months left before I die. Hopefully the pubs will open, you know. Anyway, try to feed a family. You don't have to pay at all. If you can't afford anything, that's great. I'm just glad you're here. Please share the quiz. Please give us a like. If you can't afford tip, give us a like. If you're tipping, give us a like anyway. Make sure you're subscribed. Right, okay, is everybody ready? Ready. Okay, there's a couple of readies. Actually, not that many. Quiz ballers are going balls out. Come on! That's what we want. So is Mr. Doyle. That's quite subtle, actually. That passed me by for a couple of seconds. Then I realised what you're talking about. Right, let's do it. Let's get the answers on. See what you did. Right, and then after that, we're going to play games for names until 8:30, and then we'll do the wheel. Okay, so double or bust answers 19, 21, 25. That is Adele. Okay, Adele. Again, not my cup of tea, but massively popular, hugely popular. Adele for 4 points. Wales, Penny Fan is the highest peak. It is part of this is quite difficult on this, I think. Brecon Beacons. Did you go for this? Did you get it right? Did you leave it? Let us, if you do get bust, tell us what ones you get bust on. All right, and tell us what you put. It is always interesting to know what people were saying. There is Penny Fan. It'd be up there in 2 minutes. Rubbish Mountain. Like Arthur's Seat. Quite a nice slope, though. Ailsa Craig gives you the granite. Using the granite to make the stones for curling, of course. There's Ailsa Craig. Kind of looks like a big curling stone itself. Ooh, Snowdonia. No. That's North Wales, isn't it? Snowdonia. South Wales is Brecon Beacons. Right, black piece on F8. So you count from the side A, B, C, D, E, F. Bishop. There it is. You see it up here? So A, B, C, D, E, F, and then you count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F8 is the bishop. The black squared black bishop. But just bishop is fine. And number 5, Rudyard Kipling. When did he get given the Nobel Prize for Literature? He was awarded this in 1907. So if you said anything between 1887 and 1927, then you got the points. Right, it looks like a load of you are going for Snowdonia. Bust on Snowdonia. Bust, we put Snowdonia. Oh, no. The Beacons. Brecon Beacons. Yeah, Brecon Beacons is South Wales. I'm pretty sure. Let me have a look. See if Snowdonia is North Wales. I think it is. Snowdonia. Yeah, right up northwest Wales. It's also a national park. But the tallest peak there isn't Penny Fan. It must, is it not Mount Snowdon? Yeah. Snowdon Summit is 1,085. It's the highest mountain in Wales, is in Snowdonia, but Brecon Beacons is in the south. Right, okay. Holy bananas, looks like we got a few busts. Adele, Brecon Beacons, Curling Bishop. The Curling Bishop. Whew. A good name for a pub. Quarantini, 48 points tonight. That's, that's 48 points. What else we got? Caesar's Palace, 65. All right. 20 in the last round. Nice one. Bust. 23 years out for Kipling. Oh. 23 years outside the range or 23 years outside the right answer? Because if you're 23 years off the right answer, then you were only 3 years outside the range, or were you 23 years out of the range? 46. You know what? I think it was a funny old quiz tonight. There was some easy bits and some hard bits. 71 for Noodle Doodles. All right. 60 for Roddy. Happy birthday. I'm going to give you the link to upload your scores, folks, and then we're going to play games for names. Games for names. So the thing that I've just put into the comments and chat, might take a few seconds to turn up at your end, is the link to upload your scores. So click on that and I'll make a nice league table. Even if you thought you got a low score, make sure you do upload your score so that you make the people in the middle feel good. You know what I mean? Doctor Who was filmed in the Brecon Beacons. What, the whole thing? All 25 series or something? Surely not. Didn't get Adele. I wouldn't say it's pants. It's 48. I mean, you're looking at 50 there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Once you're over 50, you're comfortable. 76 for the Doyle. Looking at, I thought he was on good form tonight. 54 for triangulation. There's a finger comment. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Aye, just 3 out of the range. See, it wasn't that bad. It's probably more annoying, isn't it? Did you put, let me guess what way you went. I think you went too late. I think you said 1930. Nearly put night. Nah, night's on the G file and the B file for the night. I don't watch TV, right? I just don't watch TV, and specifically, I don't watch series. You know what I mean? I'll sit down and watch a film on Netflix, but I don't watch series. But I broke my own rules last week, and I watched most of, not all of, but most of the Queen's Gambit on Netflix, because chess, one of my things, you know. Hullabaloo over Boris Johnson, but I think you did. I think you nailed Boris Johnson. That'd be something to see on TV. Hey, never mind him getting injected with a needle. Never mind him getting vaccinated. Let's see his Bobby getting nailed to a bit of wood. What did Kipling win the Nobel Prize for which book? It doesn't work like that. It's a life's work thing. So it's never for a particular book. They give it to writers who've had a good career and have contributed significantly to literature. So, and that's a good thing to know, because if you're ever answering questions on that and it is to do with years, then you know it's not going to be when they're young, you know? Usually, most cases. So like Ernest Hemingway wrote all his best books in the 30s, more or less. But I think he got the Nobel Prize in the 50s. I'm not sure. I think most of Rudyard Kipling stuff was 1880s, 1890s, you know, but got the Nobel Prize in 1907, towards the end of his career. You know, they gave it to Bobag every year. What's his name? Bob Dylan. That's ridiculous. Right, games for names. Let's play some games for names. What we got? Upload your scores. I've given you a link for that already. Mystery bag, yes. What I had. Well, I can't. Did I put it on here? No, I didn't put it on there. Ho ho ho! Here it is. Right, mystery bag. So this is the game where you have to guess what's in the mystery bag. And if you win what's in the mystery bag, then... No, sorry. If you guess what's in the mystery bag, then you'll be on the wheel. And the thing that's in the mystery bag is a prize for tonight. Okay? So, I want to know what's in the mystery bag. You've got to ask me questions, like yes, no questions. And I want to know what colour the object or objects are as well. So an object and a colour. Okay? Right, let's have a look, see what you're asking. Food. No, it's nothing you can eat. Not Brian Blessed. It's not a book. It's not edible. It's not paper. It's not a kitchen item. It's no, not from the bedroom. Big bag tonight. Toy cuddly bear. Nah, more practical than a toy cuddly bear. Plastic. No. Food. No. DIY. No. Electricity. No. I think that's something to do with Mr. Kipling. Toys. Nah, it's no toy. It's nothing to play with exactly. Red. Well, it's just nothing to play with. It's not a toy. It's white, black. No, it's not any of these colours actually. Yellow, red, green. No. Not a Boris Johnson voodoo doll. That's a great idea for a business plan. For a little product. It's not blue. It's not green. It's not red. It's not an apple. It's nothing you can eat. I like how you suddenly switched to colour. Started off with the objects. Green socks, red teddy, red pepper, blue snooker ball. Okay, that's a wild guess, but no, it's not right. Yellow fork, soft yellow. No, it's not yellow. It's not a bauble. That's a good guess. I might have been doing the tree this weekend. I was, but it's got nothing to do with the Christmas tree. Do you wear it? Yes, Robert, you do. It is something you wear. A blue cushion? No. A spoon? No. A pen? No. A clothes peg? A Christmas tree? No. Stationary bounty bars, red hole punch, purple underpants, white ball jaws, a hole punch, black, white, no. Musical instrument. Silver, gold, no one's got a colour yet. Food bag clip, no. Orange, no. Hang on. Soap, no. Purple hole punch, no. Purple, no. Metal, no. Draft excluder, no. Pink, no. Chrome, no. Nah, it's kind of the opposite of chrome. Green, green hat, pink kazoo, purple, clear, liquid, hard, no. Nah, it's, well, parts of it are kind of, sort of hard. And parts of it are kind of soft as well. So that doesn't help you at all, does it? You asked to give you a colour. Yeah, I want the object and the colour, but I want it in the same guess. Right, beige is closer. Tinsel, green tie, purple people. Shoe. It is a shoe. It's shoes. But what kind of shoe? What colour? What colour shoes? Boa, blue, cardigan, apron, scarf, hat. Right. Pink tie, gloves, brown scarf, hat, gold ring, black scarf. Scarf, green gloves, black hat, pink. What? Oh, no! No! Now that we've got shoes, I need the colour and the shoes in one guess. All right, because along the way the colour has now been mentioned, but I want the colour and the word shoes in the same guess. I think someone's got it. Denise has definitely got it, but I'm just going to see if anyone's got it before. It's brown shoes, a pair of brown shoes, right? Unworn. Size 11, kind of sort of desert boot style, but I just don't like them. My missus got me them over a year ago now, and I've just never, ever worn them. I'm never going to wear them because I just don't like them. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with them at all. Size 11. So they're forming part of tonight's prize episode. And I'm pretty sure Denise got that first. So Denise is on the wheel. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you are raging because you're like, I said that ages ago. The thing is, I'm a wee bit behind you because I'm trying to read the comments. Your comments come in a lot quicker than I can read them. So I'm further up the thread and you're further down. So I'm pretty sure Denise got that right first. And she doesn't get on the wheel that often, so it's good news. Denise Lestrange is on the wheel. Nice one, Denise. That's my feet. Mr. Spedge, I got a big old feet. You know what they say? Big feet, big socks. Are you tall? Nah, well, yeah, if I stand up straight, see? I know that doesn't help. Brown shoe. You like those? Well, it's one of the it's going to be one of the prizes tonight. Aye, that's it. Big feet, big heart. It's one of the things about them is they take up a bit too much room, you know what I mean? Right. Well done, Denise. Right, what time is it? It's 20 past. Let's get some more games for names. Let's get you on the wheel. You want to play some Where Am I? I'm sure you do. I've got some Where Am I's ready. Well, kind of ready. Where Am I is the game where we go visiting around the world on Street View. And you just have to be the first person to say where we are. So I'm just getting one set up right now. And I've got a little app. That means I can turn the labels off, which makes it easier not to give the game away. And let's get rid of where am I? I'm in the Indian Ocean, but I'm not in the Indian Ocean. Let's find out where I actually am game wise. Let's have a look. So Chrome tab. There we go. I know someone's saying that Janie was first. Like, believe me, there's tons come in, right? And they don't always come to me in the same order that they are on your thing as well. That's the other thing to bear in mind. I must get it wrong sometimes, but I do try my best to get it right. So there we go. Right, what we got? So we got people guessing here already. So I'm trying to explain the last one. We're all it's no Minsk. Definitely no Minsk. Let's go along here a little bit. Let's see where we are. Toronto, Beirut. No. Let's go along here. What's going on? Palm trees. Right, Beirut. What? Swandigi. What's Swandigi? I've never heard of that. Lima. No. Valencia. Let's see. Let's get. Oh, you got loads and loads of guesses. Right, Valencia. Swan. You keep saying Swan. Is there a place called Swan? Oh, you try to read. No, that's the name of the street. Look, quite modern, quite classic. Madrid, Mexico City, Barcelona, Seville, Rome, Mexico City, San Jose, Barcelona, Santiago, San Quentin, Guadalajara, Los Angeles. I'm reading out all the ones I can see, okay? Beirut, Torremolinos, LA, Milan, Tunis, San Francisco, Santander, San Salvador, Florida. I want the name of the city, by the way. I want the name of the city. Wow, so many people guessing tonight. It's good. Havana, Panama, Gibraltar, Santa Monica, Albuquerque, Malta, Milan, Abu Dhabi, Marbella, Palma, Miami, Alan Crawford. All right, nice one. It's Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Alan Crawford, who's quite good at this game. Unless it was other stuff you're winning on. I know Alan's been on the wheel a few times lately. I'm a bit late with your last prize, actually, Alan. It was a scratch card from about a week and a half ago. I posted it out today. I did a load of posting out today. But anyway, you're on the wheel for tonight. Miami is correct. We are in Miami. Here we are on Umuri Street. Go down here. Look, it's typical USA. There's nobody about. There's a guy. What's he doing? He's just going, he's taking it easy. Miami style. Back the way we came. Not much going on. Pretty lazy day in Miami. I mean, it's a pretty featureless part of town, to be honest. So well done. We got through quite a lot of guesses before somebody got it right. That was the street we were originally on there, down here. There's another person. Look, it's roasting in it. It's like 40 degrees or something. Everyone's just dying. What's that? Is that a shop? It's a restaurant and bar. God. Look, it's all closed in to stay out of the sun. It's quite classy, doesn't it? What's it called? Fiola. Let's go down Fiola and see if they've got any Lorne sausage. Yay! Well done. Right, you know what? Let's do. We've got time for one more. Where am I? How you like it? Just going to stop this screen and get another one on. Mark that I've done that one. Let's try something completely different. Oh. It's a place that has some kind of parallels with Miami, but really not much. Let's try. I think Trump won there. Yes. I think Trump won everywhere. I think the election was stolen from him. Okay, right, ready to go with this one now. Here we go. I'll tell you the name of the street. We're on Albion Road here. So that could be literally anywhere in Britain. There's the Albion. There's the Boozer. Oh, yes. Come on. Let's go to the pub. Doesn't look like anyone's there. Maybe it's... look, there's another one. Right across the road. What's that? The Great Eastern. That's great. 2 pubs right. Oh, that must be fun at closing time. Arbroath, Barrow. No. It's no Tillicootree. Let's go down here. What's that over there? Dulcidia. It's a beauty shop. So there's 2 pubs and a beauty shop. And that's just a garden that people might pee in sometimes. Let's go down here. Airdrie, Skegness, Brighton, Newcastle, Kilmarnock, York, Brighton, Blackpool, Carlisle, York, Fallowfield. Well, look at that. What's that? A wee kebab place. Fried chicken. Everything. There's more pubs. There's some people just cutting about. There's the Vogue gift shop. If you just need a wee gift, just baby wearing toys. We've got a right answer. Great Yarmouth. It is Great Yarmouth. She got a fag. Oh no, she got a walking stick. Wood for fags. A couple of lads. There they are. Everyone's just popped out. Or are they waiting for it to open? I think they're waiting for it to open. Day off. Nelson Road Food and Wine. It is Great Yarmouth. Now, well, you're celebrating right now. I did mean to sort of go, because I wasn't really looking at the comments. I was just trying to drive around a bit more, So I'm just going to see heed some hints if anyone was ahead of you. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Look, Simon Edge was ahead of you, the Spedge himself. I think you were the first, Mr. Spedge. Hoik? Nah, it's no Hoik. Brill. Portobello. It's got a slight Portobello vibe about it. No, it was the Spedge. What's that? Jades. I thought I was going to say Hades. Hades hairstylists. That's good, isn't it? Jades. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Look, I like the little curve in our doorway. She's like got an inverted bow window shop front. Nice work, Jade. That's cool. Did it used to be a garage? I don't know. That's Jade's empire. It's her whole life right there. And it's her kingdom, her queendom, her fiefdom. Jade's. Belongs to her. She'll do your hair. Great business. Because you can't get your hair cut online. You can't get that off of Amazon, can you? So they're all right, the hair people. The Lion. Loads of pubs. What a place. I was going to say it looks great, but it is Great Yarmouth, isn't it? So of course it is. I've been there once in my life. I don't really remember it that much. It was a crazy weekend. I was visiting somebody at University of East Anglia. I thought I was going towards the sea. I've got lost. I thought I knew which way the sea was, but never mind. Raymond's quick to judge. Skinny spin. Aye, time for a spin. Right. First of all, we've got to get the Spedge on the wheel. Second of all, we've got to get condemn Great Yarmouth to the sea. Got it from Nelson, by the way. All right, aye, he's from round there, isn't he? Good pickup. Nice one. Old Lord Nelson. Right, let's. It's just after past, so it's time to get spinning. Let's do it. Okay. Drug deal going on there. You pretty much put that comment on just about any of the UK where am I's that I put up. Well, personally, I had a brilliant time. I had an amazing time when I went there. It was 1994 or something like that. We all got drunk and went down the arcade and got whips, you know. Great big, massive big beach. Huge, wide beach. That's what I really remember about the place. Did I get on the wheel for Nelson? Aye, all right. I mean, I did call you pretty, you know, and then I let you celebrate and everything like that, and then said, no, it's Spedge, so it's not very fair, is it? Beeg. You on as Beeg, because I think it's Beeg. Needs a mince. Right, okay. There we go. Right, everyone's on the wheel. Let's get spinning. So, prizes tonight. First prize is the shoes. Yes, folks, it's your very own pair of brown shoes. It's suede material, size 11, unused. Comes with original laces. Let's spin that wheel and get ready for when it lands to see if the computer lady can get the name right, because that's kind of the fun bit. Right, here we go. It's spinning. Who's going to get the shoes? Who's going to get the shoes? Alan, Spedge, B, Go Cats, Marion, Alison from Doodle Doodles.
Alison Noodle Doodles.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, computer lady. That was a good pronunciation. So Alison Noodles equals shoodles. That's what I've written down. Hopefully I'll remember that shoodles refers to shoes when I go back and look at that later on. Right, second prize tonight is from bawjaws.com. It is foul fridge poetry. It's really, really rude fridge poetry and Scottish. Yeah, Scottish and it's rude. So we'll remove Alison from the wheel and we will spin who's left and we'll see who's getting the Bawjaws. Who's going to get the Bawjaws? With Spedge, B, Go Cats, Marion, James, O Cats. Is it stopping in time for O Cats? It is. Yay! O Cats, says the lady. Oh, you'll enjoy this. That's Phil. O Cats, his name is Phil. And I think I've got Phil's address. So it is brilliant fridge poetry. Yes, thank you, Bill. Remember, folks, if you want to buy any of that, it's very competitively priced. It's bawjaws.com. £6 a packet. Worth it, man. Yeah, right. Delighted. Fantastic. Good stuff. Right. Let's get O Cats off the wheel. And we come to our last prize, which is the beer from Cross Borders Brewery, the #1 brewery in the Dalkeith and Eskbank area, and indeed, in some ways, the whole of Scotland, because they do keep winning prizes for the quality of their beer, and it's worth remembering. Also, listen, but if you don't win this beer, go to their website and buy some beer off them anyway, and use the what you call it, discount code DP Quiz gets 10% off. Should still do anyway. I haven't checked it recently, but I should check with them. Anyway, this is for the beer. Here we go for Cross Borders beer. Let's see who's going to be the winner of this tonight. We spin, we spin. Will you be in or will you be out? And up the spout, Marion Hall, James Tate, Raymond Hogg.
Raymond Hogg.
Raymond Hogg. Which is Computer Lady's chat for Raymond Hogg. Yeah. You want a beer, Raymond? Yes. I might well get the Nobel Prize for my fridge poetry. Haha. Yeah, he's pleased. Give shoes to charity shop, saves on postage. Well, I mean, I kind of factored it in anyway. It's a prize, you know. I don't think any of the Noodle Doodles are size 11, are you? Is there anybody here who really wants the shoes? The unworn size 11 brown kind of desert boot style lace up shoes? Because if you do, let me know. I'll post it. Yeah, or spin again. I'd rather spin again. No, we're all women. Well, I mean, like, women can wear them too, but you have to have really big feet. Size 8, nah. Anybody want to clean them shoes? Because if not, I will just take them to the charity shop. Although, I tried to take stuff to the charity shop fairly recently, and they said, no, you've got to have a booking. I'm like, what? What do you mean I've got to have a booking? They said, you've got to have a booking. We can't just take the things. I says, why can you not just take the things? You're a charity shop. And they said, because of the COVIDs. And we've got to spray it and organise it and all that shit. And so we have to have slots now because we've been overwhelmed. But I'm like, no, I can't even give stuff away at the charity shop. What brand are they? Boohoo. In other words, probably not that great. But I mean, they look all right. Nah, they're not Jimmy Choo's. Kate's a 9. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could stuff the toes with cotton wool. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's easier for a size 8 to wear a size 11 than the other way around. You know what? I got another pair of shoes the other week. Normally, I've got one pair of shoes, yeah. Living on the edge. And I thought, man, my shoes are getting cut up. They're getting bashed, you know, because I'm on the cycle path and all the mud and all that. But they're getting hammered. They don't look good. I'll get this other pair. So I went on some online shoe place and I ordered myself this pair of shoes. And I stupidly ordered 10 and a half. Like for years, my feet were size 10, but they seem to have grown. And these 10 and a halves turned up and they were like 10 and a half if you're an ant. So they just cut all my feet to shreds. It's just no good. Will they shrink if I boil them? I don't know. It's an interesting science experiment. Different colour, but very comfy. Red stink. Yeah, they will stink. They will shrink. They will stink, and they'll know. And they might turn pink. I do feel quite rhymey tonight. I want to make a rhyme with you, not a crime with you. At any given time with you. See if this quiz stuff doesn't work out. I'll go into hip hop. That's rhyming. You could, yeah, you could stuff them with Cushell. I've got these special cushioned Cushell soles insteps. Are they real leather? I don't know. There's nothing really to indicate that they are. They don't have a very sort of cow smell, but they have been. I mean, I opened them up and tried them on and stuff like that, and then I thought, I'm not going to wear these, you know. But I haven't tried them. I tried them on when I got them. Look, the paper stuffing's still in there. That's how little I put them on my feet and then took them straight off again. And that was over a year ago. So they're all right. You could, yeah, that'd be good. Could use them as a planter for my orchids. Shoe pastry. All right. Planter for your orchids. That would look good, wouldn't it? Viking longboat for my funeral. Gary, it's your birthday. You can't be talking about your funeral. Let's all guess how old Gary is. I'll say 37. Oh, I can't be bothered with all that. Big. It's a good idea. I wouldn't know what to charge. Nah, I'll take it to the charity shop. I got enough on. I got Zoom quizzes to get ready. I got the other quizzes to get ready. I got Christmas quiz to get ready. I got Christmas to get ready. I can't be selling a pair of shoes as well on top of all that. 50. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Jigs. $50. Oh, that's actually a decent idea. No, I mean things are going to turn around. You know, things are going to get better. 2021 is going to be my year. There you go. That was at a funeral last week. Guy from a tennis club got killed with a tennis ball. It was a lovely service. Raffled him Christmas Day. Well, it's a funny old prize, isn't it? Because it's so specific. It's got to be size 11, yeah? To be honest, probably made in the Far East, and size 11 there is probably more like a size 10. I think if you're a size 10, you'd put these on, you'd be like, that's fine. Call them size 10/11. I think these sizes are pretty kind of, what's the word, arbitrary, you know? Raise some money for charity, yeah. I don't know how much selling a pair of Boohoo shoes is going to raise for any charity. But that's the point of giving to the charity shop, innit? They do all the admin. Somebody good gets some money, or hopefully good. You know them charity people? They get paid a lot of money. 100 grand, 150 grand for the top dogs and them CEOs. Those back to front, size 0. Right, I'm out of here, folks, because I got a heap of quiz prep to do. I'm going to get the whole week ready. Really, tonight. In fact, I've got to do stuff tonight. You see, after the quiz, usually I turn it off and go and have some dinner, have a sit down and stuff like that. But tonight, I've just got to go straight into getting stuff ready. Yeah, there might be a shoe shortage after the 1st of January. Yes. Yeah, maybe I cash in. Maybe these things are going to be worth loads of money come February the 1st when everybody runs out of shoes. I'm sure a homeless shelter would take them. There's those clothes bins, clothes banks. I've just got to get organised to get them out of the room. It's easy to get rid of stuff, really, isn't it? I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure the charity shops calmed down a bit. This was just after they'd opened up again, and you know, you had to book to give stuff away. It blew my mind. I was angry. I was upset. Friend of mine, right, a couple of years ago, came up with dildos for Africa. She was going to do this as a social enterprise, right? Dildos for Africa, and it's as a charity, and the women get the dildos, and then they don't have as much actual intercourse, so they don't have as many babies. So there's the population issue gets tackled. You know what I mean? And they get a dildo. Yeah, I need a cup of tea as well, I think. Any point selling it to her. Oh yeah. The quiz is on every day. Robert, all the normal days plus Christmas. Well, Christmas is Friday anyway. Aye, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all the way through. I'm going to do Christmas Day. Probably 2 on Christmas Day. Definitely 3 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock at night. Did I post a link for the donations? Yes, I did. Robert, but seeing it as you ask, maybe I'll just do it again. Because, folk need to remember this. If I don't get enough money, then I'll die. And then there might be another online quiz you can do, but it won't be as good. So thanks for asking. I've just put it on the chat just now. Project Gateway, Peter Maritzburg would love your shoes. Right, okay. Or I'll write that down, actually. How am I going to do that? I'll just write it down with my pen. I was trying to work out how to copy and paste that. I was like, no, just write it down, Paul. It's pretty easy. Peter Maritzburg Project Gateway. Is that so? That's South Africa, isn't it? We'll pay the postage. It's getting complicated. I'll have a look at it myself, right? And I'll let you know. Right, I'm out of here. Thanks very much, everybody. The next quiz is on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Next public quiz. Have a good time. Until then, we'll be back on Wednesday with socks. You can win socks and breed from James the Baker. And fossils. I've got a fossil sponsor coming up this Wednesday. That's going to be good. Good night, everybody.